To other news now, the Free State Health Department says it's still conducting proper post-mortems after people pass away, despite the fact that one of their major facilities in the province has been closed. The government mortuary in Mangaung was closed by the Labour Department last year in October. Inspectors found the facility was unsafe for workers. There was exposed copper wire, no proper ventilation system, and the sewage system is blocked. The MEC for Health in the Free State is Monyatso Mahlatsi. MEC, good morning to you and thank you for your time. This is a major facility for you. Are you really able to conduct proper post-mortems without the main facility in Mangaung?
Yes, thank you very much, Stephen. Greetings to you and viewers and the team as well. Yes, this is a massive infrastructure that has been put out of action. And it has a huge impact on the work that we do. And it also has a huge impact on the deliverables that we have to deliver to our community. We're talking about a facility that can house about 255 remains at the same time. But we relieved that we get in there to correct the situation. But in terms of the backlog, Stephen, we're making a huge progress because last week, Thursday, we were standing at about 43 remains that had not been done. And as I speak to you now, we're sitting at 25, of which 12 are going to be done today. So we're making progress, though at a very slow pace. Our target is that we should have a turnaround time of less than 4 days, but as it stands, we have a turnaround time of 7 days, which does not make us happy, but at least we're still delivering to our community, but we're also getting the facility ready to function optimally.
So I was going to come to that because this facility was closed back in October and it's serious problems, MEC. I mean, you don't have proper ventilation in an area where people are doing post-mortems. How's the progress?
We found that our central ventilation system was vandalized. We have opened a case with the South African Police Service so that a proper investigation can be done on that and proper consequence management can then be done. So after that, there is a service provider that was appointed to come and deal with the situation. We attempted to bring along mobile, air conditioners to provide ventilation, but they proved not to be sufficient. But I'm assured by the team on the ground that that project of dealing with the ventilation will be concluded in the next 2 weeks.
Whose responsibility is it? Does it come under your department, but is the facility actually controlled or managed for you by the Department of Public Works and Infrastructure? And I know in the past we've had big disputes between a department that's supposed to provide services and the Department of Public Works.
We have an arrangement where the Department of Public Works is a service provider for us when it comes to infrastructure issues. But it's not a wholesale kind of being a service provider. We have a limit whereby when there are repairs and maintenances that are below a particular amount, then we can do it on our own. But when it's above that point, it means it needs more, critical skills which are housed in Public Works, then Public Works takes over. So this facility, we are the ones who are dealing with its, rehabilitation as the Department of Health.
I would presume the other problem now is that you've got other facilities that have a bigger workload. How are they? The last thing you want, MEC, is for one of them to now be closed by the Labour Department.
That is true, and we have refurbished the Botshabelo facility so that it can also assist us with being an overflow. Plans are underway to build a new facility in Welkom so that we can exit the premises of SAPS in that area and be on a standalone area. But at this point in time, we have about 3 facilities, even the 4th one in Grootes, which we use to decant should the need arise and we have a bigger backlog this side. So we're using different facilities so that we avoid overloading and collapsing just one facility at this point in time. So that's the situation that we're facing right now.
I mean, the consequences knock on, MEC. You'll know this better than I do. You have to actually now, you have to store the remains of people for longer than you would like. You have to move them around because they're going to different facilities. All of that, I mean, it must be costing you a lot of money.
It does, Stephen. And one other critical element is that when the facility was closed, we had more than 30 unclaimed remains in our facility. And I'm really relieved that the municipality, Mangaung Metropolitan Municipality, have really come on board, and we have been able to bury some of that number. And as it stands now, we're standing at a very low number, which makes it a bit easy for us to manage all the other remains that are coming. But let me indicate that we are unable to use the facility now with all the 195 cabinets ready to take the remains. We are unable to use it because it's off limits for us in line with what the Department of Labour has instructed us.
Thank you very much indeed, MEC. I really do appreciate the time, such a difficult situation that they're dealing with there. Monyatso Mahlatsi is the MEC for Health in the province of the Free State.